Hey guys, this is the Kicks, Giggles, and Questions podcast with me, Opinionated Mac. On this podcast, I'm going to be giving honest and straightforward commentary on Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé and Life After Lockup, which is premiering January 3rd. I'm going to be also finding the positive things and life lessons that we can learn from these couples, the situations that they're in, but also I'm going to be asking all the relevant questions that we all have about the situations in the show. So let's get right into it. WeTV put out a first look for Season 2 of Life After Lockup this week. I was so glad when I saw this at the end of that last season. I did not know they were going to do a Season 2 of Life After Lockup. I was so happy because the last season of Love After Lockup was straight trash. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get into it so much. That the season finale made up for it. It was better than the whole season, but the whole season sucked. And I really was thinking that the show may not come back. That the show may end because that season was so bad. But the Season 2 of Life After Lockup looks like it's going to be really good. So first of all, they showed Angela and Tony. Well, they showed a recap, but, they just replayed things that we've seen from last season. But Angela and Tony were first. Angela was burning up Tony's stuff because she found out about him cheating. And she was like, I'm just burning up a little bit of stuff he gave me. He didn't really give me nothing but a few shirts and a hard time. I'm really glad she recorded herself, though, because she said the cameras weren't there, so thank you for that, Angela. She also said she wanted to burn up the rings, the ring he gave her and the ring she gave him, but I was like, girl, you better not. I know those rings were cheap, but they're still worth something. You better pawn them. Get your $50, $60, $70, $100. That's still money. But I do understand that, she's frustrated and hurt and all of that, so she probably just wants to destroy them for a release. She had said that Tony was distant or something, and so she wanted to go on his phone and see, if he was creeping. And she took the SIM card out of his phone and put it into hers. And I was like, okay, Angela, you gave us a new trick. I did not know you could do that. I sincerely hope I never have to do that, especially with my man when I'm in a relationship. But I was glad to learn that. So now I was trying to understand the situation that she said it seems like Tony was in from the text. It sounded like these women were prostitutes that he was sleeping with, and he was paying them by giving them the rooms for free so that they could use to run their businesses, which she said she thinks was either prostitution or drugs. What can I say? I was just shaking my head at that. But my first question is, is Angela surprised? Like, she really looked like she was in shock. And I was just like, do you not know this guy by now? So I don't know. It was hard to feel any compassion, like any sympathy for her, because she chose to be in this situation. I'm not going to bash Angela, but like, sis, I don't know what she expected. And also with Angela, like, she is I really don't understand why she's in this situation with Tony. Like, we don't know much of anything about her background. I feel like on Love After Lockup, we don't learn as much about these people's backgrounds as we do on 90 Day Fiancé. Like, we don't know anything about Angela's past relationships. We don't really understand if she has self-esteem issues. Like, what has happened in her life? Does she have children? Was she ever married? What's her track record with men? Has she dated other inmates? Has she always liked men who were bad boys, so to speak? Like, I don't understand why a woman of her age is in this situation. This is kind of young girl mistakes that you learn from. And I'm not saying people can't make mistakes in older age, but it just doesn't make any sense. And I really hope that maybe Angela will start talking more about herself and or people will start digging up dirt. I can't believe we found nothing about her so that we can understand why she is in this situation, why she made this choice. I think it was a wise decision for her to say she wanted to take the time to think before she was gonna confront Tony. That was wise. That also in the confessional, she looked cute in that red top. I'm trying to find nice things, but I just don't understand why Angela has put herself in this situation. It just doesn't make any sense. Next, Megan, Michael, and Sarah, who, they make me so sick, but they're so entertaining. Like, I really was glad that I wasn't going to have to see them again, but here they go. And I'm going to watch them. I mean, don't get it twisted, but I feel like I'm ambivalent toward them because they disgust me, but they are also so entertaining. So we start where we left off with Michael coming to see Megan at her parents' house in Texas. Yes, he was talking to a woman in the car, which since then we've heard that she's a girl who lives in Miami, that he's moved down to Miami to live with her. I mean, Michael looks like he's going to be one of those dudes that lives off women for the rest of his life and just has a bunch of kids everywhere. I sincerely hope that's not the case, but, that's what it's looking like. He comes and talks to Megan. He apologizes to her and says, oh, we both hurt each other, which I was like... But anyways... what you talking about? Talking about she cheated on him. Son, how can she cheat on somebody who's married? Anyways, so she asks him straight up, are you talking to other women? He doesn't answer. He's still not being open and honest. He's still not telling her everything as usual. And, Michael just lives in his own reality. But anyways, so Megan is being skeptical. She is being protective of herself, which I think was good. She also was looking cute, though. I was like, okay, Megan, okay. I see that dress. I see those nails. I see those braids. I see makeup on point, skin looking, smooth. Yes, she was looking good. But she said she was on pause while they were taking a break, air quotes, quote unquote, taking a break. And I was like, why? Like, she could have been talking to other men. You telling me you've been looking this cute for nothing? Like, girl, why? I couldn't believe she said that. I really hope that wasn't true, because why would you waste your time? He wasn't on pause, clearly. So she said she was about to go out with her friend, which I think it's the gay guy that we saw last season, and she invited Michael to come. And so I cannot wait to see Michael interact with him, because I remember last season when he was like, when is he coming to Texas? So it's gonna be interesting to finally see them interact, and so I'm excited to see that. But he was acting like him coming there was so amazing, such a grand romantic gesture. He said, "I done come 1,000 miles." I'm like, so what? You coming don't mean nothing. She's right. He needs to act right. But we know he ain't. So we'll see what happens with them. Next is Andrea and Lamar. So, I like the song they were playing. Side note, like, they were like, we gon' pull it up. That was a nice song. But anyways, Andrea goes to visit her friend who just had a baby. They had a sip and see. That's something that, I believe Christians do. I don't know if non-Christians do it, but I've heard about it in, the church. And they're Mormons, but even in that, in the Mormon church, it looks like they do it as well. So, it was cute. It looked like a little nice, girls' night, with the baby. I don't know if Andrea is serious. Like, when she said she thought they were going to be having sex all the time, okay. But, when she said she was going to be a stay-at-home mom, Mormon mom making jam, I wonder if she just came up with that just like, so, because we know that Andrea likes, being on camera and being on the reality show, and she says certain things. And so I was like, did she really expect that? Did she really want to be a stay-at-home mom and make jam or whatever? Or is she just saying that? Like, I don't know. I was just like, how, Andrea? How? But she said she was dumb. She was dumb. And I was like, yes, you were. If that's true, yes. But then she was telling her friends that LA is dangerous and toxic. And I was like, okay, I've never been to LA. I would like to visit. I don't think I want to live there because I don't think I could afford it. But I was like, wow, like just because the little hood part that y'all were living in is toxic does not mean the whole city is toxic. Like she was being really close minded and ignorant by saying that. Um, and she also said that Lamar is a better father than he is a husband, and that he's invested so much in the kids. And I was like, what has he done that's shown, like what has he done to invest in the kids? Like I really want to know. Like I'm not saying he hasn't, I just, from watching the show we didn't see that, so I would have liked to hear more explanation behind that. So and then she said if he's not there, that her kids are missing out on certain things. And I was like, what certain things? What, just like having a man in the house? Like just having I guess a father figure, but I don't know what kind of father figure Lamar is. I don't know. So, and then she said that Lamar was her soulmate, and I was just like, I mean, I'm not telling anybody like, oh, how is that your soulmate? No, but it made me think, what connected them? Like, what did they have in common? You know, what did they share that brought them together? Like, I still don't know, and I want to know. Like, I'm interested because it's clear that they have an attraction and a connection. Like on the that show they did last well, that was this year. Oh my gosh. Before the last season started, they played that show where the couples watched clips of the other couples. And watching Lamar and Andrea, like I was taken aback a little. Like you could see their chemistry. You could see how much they are attracted to each other. And I was like, wow, they are in love. So but I don't know what it is that has brought them together. So, and also I did not know that they were in that prison relationship for 7 years. You know, I felt like that was my first time hearing it, but then I went back in my notes that I had made from watching an episode last season, or the season before this last one, the first Life After Lockup, and I forgot that she said that they were in a prison relationship for 6 years, and I was like, oh my gosh, yo. So Lamar is apparently the father of the youngest daughter, or her youngest daughter, Priscilla. I wasn't expecting that either. I don't think anybody could have guessed that. I definitely want to know how, because she said you had to be married, but that they weren't married. So I do want to hear how. But anyways, Andrea's hair looked good. Her hair always looks good. Her lipstick was cute. Her shoes were cute. She looked good. To add something positive, I'm glad that she has a group of friends that, you know, are supportive and have her back. I'm surprised that she actually did stay in Utah. Like, I didn't believe that she was actually going to do that, but she did. And I don't know what she thinks is going to happen. I don't know what is going to happen with them, but so yeah, they showed some clips from the upcoming season. We saw Tommy telling Angela like, "Oh, I know karate. I can fight Tony." And I don't know, maybe we'll get to see them fight. Maybe it'll be Marcelino and Tito part 2. Yeah, and then we got to see Sarah kissing somebody, which is good. You know, I hope she is moving on, and I hope that she is over Michael emotionally, and that she's let him go, and she's learned her lessons, and that she's making better choices as it relates to men, that she's choosing better quality men, because, you know, she needs to be able to be in a healthy relationship. Everybody, I think, deserves that. And also her daughters need to have another man other than Michael, somebody different from him as an example in their lives. That scene with Marcelino and Brittany, with him drinking and then her slapping him and pushing him, that looked real fake. I really don't think Marcelino and Brittany have much drama. So I really think they probably are drumming up fake situations to stay on the show. And I understand they need a bag, they need to, you know, they need to pay their bills, they got all these kids running around, she's pregnant, so I get it. And I'm not mad at them. They're like the healthiest couple to come out of here, so I mean, they show that this situation can work out for some people. Clint and Tracy are so entertaining. They were my favorites, and I'm glad they're back. But seeing that little clip of Tracy was really sad. I don't know how funny they're gonna be this season. both of them just look a mess. And I still feel sorry for Clint's mom. It must be painful when your only child is just not being successful in life and just messing up. And then not only messing up, but now Clint has put himself on national television to mess up in front of millions of people. I mean, I feel sorry. It seems like last season, again, the first season of Life After Lockup, the dad has just accepted it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just resigned to who Clinton is, and he's like, whatever. But she's still hoping that he can get better, and maybe he will. I don't know. I hope he does. Clint got to get himself together, and so does Tracy. And then they showed Lacey and Shane, and I think that other dude's name is Mike. I don't remember. I don't really want to see them. I don't know why they're on this season. I don't know. I may be fast forwarding through their scenes. They are very repellent, but I'm also not excited to see. I think his name was Josh, and that girl whose name I cannot recall. Listen, I really was kind of over them, and so I really don't remember her name. Cheryl. Oh my gosh, there it is. When I was writing my notes, I could not remember this girl's name. I thought it was Chelsea, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna look it up. Just came back to me because her face in her confessionals came to my mind. So yeah, that is all I have to say about the preview. I'm so excited. Whew. Yes, I'm so excited because I'm telling you, that last season of Love After Lockup was a huge disappointment. So I can see this season is going to be great. Oh, I didn't talk about, I didn't mention, I just thought of it, Sarah. Sarah is spazzing out again. And again, I hope that she... we saw in the preview her like screaming and yelling and getting in Michael's face. And I just really, really hope that she either already has or is getting therapy, dealing with everything that he put through and getting over him and moving forward, because she's not going to be able to build a healthy future relationship until she gets over her feelings regarding him. So I hope she does that. I've been critical of Sarah, and I'm going to try to... I'm gonna try it. Again, I'm over the three of them, but like they're still so interesting, and I kind of, again, I'm on both sides. Like I want to see them, but I don't at the same time. so yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Again, this is the Kicks, Giggles, and Questions podcast. I'm doing TV reviews, particularly 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup right now. Life After Lockup. I'm also going to be doing Black Lightning. It's on break right now. I don't know when it's coming back. They did this crossover situation, and we'll get into it when the show comes back. But I'm also going to be doing Black Lightning, and who knows what other shows I might do. But right now, those are the three. Probably nothing else. I don't have enough time. But again, yeah. I am going to be live tweeting tonight. My Twitter handle is at SS13Victory, or you could type in Opinionated Mac. I am going to be live tweeting 90 Day Fiance tonight. I usually don't live tweet 90 Day Fiance because it's like hard, because you're trying to enjoy the show, but then you want to type your opinions and then respond to other people. So but I'm going to be doing it for this podcast and for my Twitter account. So check me out on there. And yeah, and that's all. I'm gonna think about starting a Facebook group, possibly going on other platforms. This show I am gonna upload to YouTube. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.